always do a post asking you for feature requests and like what is the number one feature that you're missing in ManyChat. And this time we got over 700 comments. I personally went through all of them. And we've picked the best things. We've prioritized partly because we cannot do all of them. We can only do a part. And we've picked and we got some updates for you. And not just like one update, but like several updates. Did you like that animation? Made it myself. Okay, so let's start with the first one. And let's just have a rule of thumb. Be super excited about the updates. Because the team is listening, and some of them work really, really hard to make those happen. So let's show them some support and some appreciation. The first thing we have for you is a native active campaign integration. And this is how it looks like. It's right in your settings, in your integration settings. You add your API keys, and you get a new action that works like this. You just press on it, scroll down, as with any integration, find it in the list, select the appropriate action. Right now, it's the action of adding a contact, and you select the email field, and you're done. That's it. So now you can directly, the emails that you capture inside ManyChat, you can directly send them to ActiveCampaign without the need to zap or anything else. Cool, that is ActiveCampaign integration. What's next? We've got a new growth tool for you guys. It's an all posts comments growth tool. And what it is, actually it's a mouthful to say all posts comments growth tool. Training tool. But it's basically, it does what it says. You have the comments growth tool, which is attached to a specific post. And now, when you create a comments growth tool, you'll have this cool drop down. And this turned out to be really hard technologically because we have to listen to all the comments that are happening on all the pages if you have at least one of these growth tools. And you just select on it, and you can connect it to all. So it's really hard to do in the background. We made it super simple for you to just start using it. Nothing to learn, it's just up and running. And the cool thing is, it supports all the common growth tools settings. So you can track only first level comments, you can send them after a delay, you can exclude certain comments, or you can only trigger for these keywords across all of your posts. So what this allows you to do, for example, is like this example. You can listen to every comment on your Facebook post that mentions order, status, orders, and reply with a specific flow that is so relevant to the person who is making that comment. Right? And you can create multiple of them for the same page with different keywords. Okay, guys. Next up is the thing that was requested yesterday, and I said, hey guys, let's just build this and present tomorrow. And they're like, so we got Dave and that was the fact that somebody built this overnight. Not really. This was we've actually planned. We've actually did this before. So let me show you. This is a map. You know what this is a map of? The world. Okay. I'm talking about the colors.
time zone.
Not time zones.
No.
Time zones? Like
Language.
flat Earth? Okay, so this is a map of how people write their dates. And so green and blue and yellow are countries that write dates either date, month, year, or year, month, date. Is this Australia? Australia. So there's one special country. Okay. Forget that you love your month in the first place. I've spent so much time here that I'm already starting to do it myself. Getting bitten by it. So it's great. Month first is great, but like there's a lot of people who want to write the date first. And this is what we built. Now when you again just look at this. How easy it is. You just start to enter the new variable. Does this work? Quicker? Okay. You start to enter a new variable, appointment time, for example, and inside that bubble, there's a date format. And you're like, what date format? You're like, you can select from the 3 to 5 formats, or you can do a custom format that is fully customizable. So you're seeing right now me entering a new format that I want to use.
Nice.
That has a date, that has a month, that's not a number, but actually a full-blown text.
Yeah.
January, and I can add text and I can add the actual time in whatever 24-hour time zone, in a 12-hour format, and that's it. I see the actual end result. This is the end result right here. You see it here, highlighted, and you click save. And when that data is going to get processed and sent to your subscribers, this is the actual format they're going to get. Didn't forget about the numbers. The BMI calculator. This is I think this is the 90% of the use cases for daytime formatting, for number formatting. Every time you do division, like you sometimes, most of the times, end up with just an infinite number of decimal places. So this is how it works now. Enter BMI. Number format. And one digit. That's it. That's it. Done. That is date and number formatting, guys. Okay. Next up is send flow from live chat.
Yeah.
Requested by people when two use cases. Sometimes people there's something rarely people don't press the quick replies. And they start entering things when they shouldn't be doing it. And the flow breaks. And you're like, I gotta restart this thing, but I cannot do that from live chat. People built like sequences with one flow inside of them that start immediately and subscribe to those sequences. That was crazy. We're like, let's just give them the thing. And now inside live chat, you have this thing. Choose and send a flow. You add the flows, VIP flow. Send it right now, and it instantly sends to that person. That's it. You're done. If you're doing sales through live chat and you want to follow up with a person, you've just had a conversation, and you're like, oh, I want to follow up with a person a few times to within the standard 24-hour messaging window, you can actually start and automate following up right from the live chat. So if you're mixing up human interaction and automation, let's get up for that too.
Yeah.
mobile app.
Yeah.
It's specifically for live chat because that's the use case. Like, we know some of you want to build flows on the go. We get it, and we are going to be thinking about that use case. But the most important use case is getting notifications, replying in time, not losing leads, and not losing sales.
Yeah.
And the live mobile app allows us to do exactly that. We're starting with iOS. We're going to do Android coming next. This is how it looks. We got the chat. You got all the chats. You can go in. You can actually add tags right inside the app. You can subscribe people to sequences right inside the app.
Nice.
And you can also mark it as done. You can assign it to people. You can hide messages from the bot and see only live chat messages. And I think what is the most powerful thing about this is that you're not going to be getting any irrelevant notifications. Because the problem with the native live chat that Facebook provides, the Pages one, is that unfortunately they cannot differentiate between the bot messages and the live chat messages. So every time somebody replies or presses a button, it pings you. And that's why you cannot use the app and you cannot get notifications. This is why we built this. Now you will be able to get those messages and not miss out on them and not get any of the irrelevant messages. Add tags, subscribe to sequences, and assign conversations on the go. Available today in the App Store. You can open it up, search for ManyChat.
Go get it.
Make sure to leave a 5-star rating. Even if you encounter bugs, we're just starting out. This is the first version. Come on, guys, support. And you can write to messages like, hey, I found this thing. You should fix this. And we will fix this. Okay. Live chat on block. Okay, so one more thing. Google Sheets update row.
Yeah.
What? Guys, this was the problem. You had the Google Sheets, you missed some information, you asked for that information, you did an insert row, and it added the missing email as a new row, which is a problem. Not good. Now we're going to fix this. We're going to fix this with an insert and update row action. Go inside, select this. You're getting a third Google Sheets action. Update row. You just select the spreadsheet, everything, the lookup column, so which row we should update, and then you just select the information you should insert. That's it. So you're going from this directly to this. That's it. So the update row. This is what we've got. And really? We have no time, so I'm going to blaze through this, okay, guys? I'm going to blaze through this. We don't have any time. First, PayPal integration. You just connect PayPal to your account, and you have to have a PayPal business account, and you will have the buy button that you'll be able to create, and it's going to work. It's not a simple setup. I warn you. When I was testing, I was like, really? You gotta go to the business account, developer, API cases. There was no way to do this easily right now. So, but it works. That's a good thing. PayPal integration. Next up. Current time, guys. Current time. What is that? That allows you to do the working hours that the person was talking about last time. Because you will be able to use the current time of the subscriber to actually navigate the flow. So let me show you how it works. Imagine you have this flow. It starts with a condition, and that's we are open or we are closed. How we set up the condition? Really simply. Go there, condition, current time, between, and that's it. 8 a.m.
Nice.
7 and what? How are we working? 5 p.m. Okay. Not ManyChat time, but all good. And you can actually select the dates, the week days. Only for, and then if you're like, okay, I have different, you can actually add another condition and say, on these days, these numbers, on Saturday and Sunday, these hours. Current time. Now, condition step improvements, that's where we actually do the things that other people who are building more sophisticated bots. For example, we released the multiple condition step, where you could have multiple conditions in a single step. And what happened is that you needed to actually, if you wanted to change something, you needed to redo the whole thing. You needed to like delete all the conditions, and then now you can actually drag and drop. You scroll down. That's it. Just rearrange them. Super simple, super easy. Now the next thing is the case sensitive and case insensitive matching of the variables. Yeah. Now it's insensitive by default, and you have case sensitivity as a checkbox. So you'll be able to do that, and you will not need to create multiple conditions. And also, you will be able to search the custom fields. Okay, those are the condition step improvements. Now, next, delete flows inside folder. This is a simple one. We have deleted folders, and then like, why are these flows just popping up in the parent folder? You get this. Delete 3 flows in that folder? Yeah, confirm. That's it. Don't need to delete them one by one. Okay. And also, we got something special. Do you know what it is? Okay. For now, just a little new design. We got new card design. Look at this. It's beautiful. Just look at the shadows. It's just amazing. Look at the conditions. Just want to eat it.
Huh. We got a unified starting step. So all your starting steps are going to be inside one place. So all the things that start the flow. You don't have to like have all these things. And if you have multiple things that are starting the flow, it's going to be one step. And we got the updated nodes design and a new messenger design support. Before I show it, I have a video. Do you want to see it? Do you want to see the video? Yeah.
Let's roll the video. Can we shut down the lights? Okay, listen to the video. And all of you are going to get it. There's a full border new design. But besides the full border new design, we actually also made it faster. Made it much faster. We've updated the engine that is drawing the flow. We've did a thing called viewport rendering. And we don't have time to talk about this, the optimized zoom in, zoom out. It doesn't matter, I'm just going to show you how it was, the benchmarks, and how it's now. So this is the flow with 50 steps that is running on a pretty old machine. Not a pretty old machine, actually a pretty decent machine. This is how it looks like, right? Not super choppy. Like you can live with this, but like that's not something that you would want to use every day. So average frames per second, 2.7. This is how the same scripted camera movement, but faster and with a new design. Let's look at this.
Oh.
15 frames per second on the same machine, same flow, same scripted scene. Identical. So frames per second benchmark, 50-step flow, 2.8 FPS versus 49.4. That's the full boner. Hey guys, so I think I see something. There's something behind this. Are super important, and they're becoming more and more important, but they're hard to build. So what we did is we scripted down to the most easiest interface that you've ever seen. Facebook, like Power Editor, is hard. We've got a sponsor, like a Facebook ads integration. It was also, like it was simpler, but still hard. We've streamlined this to just 2 steps. You create the message. First, you get the new tab, Create Messages, on the left sidebar. You press on the Create New, you get this interface. Kind of looks like broadcasting, right? You just create the message, fill out, maybe you want an octopus costume, and you go to Settings, and you got 3 settings. The targeting that is based on ManyChat's data. So on tags, anything you like, just select the audience and a little automatically in the background, create a custom audience, upload it to Facebook, and target this ad towards that thing. That's it. 3 settings. You'll be able to send sponsored messages in no time. Remind you, this looks like a broadcast, this is not a broadcast. This is an ad. It's going to get approved, it's going to take time to fulfill, etc. Facebook is working really hard on making sure sponsored messages work very well because they're making money on this. If you didn't know. Just a little secret. No. And so they're really, really invested in making sure this works well. And we are working really closely with them. So if you encounter any problems, reach out to us. We'll make sure to relay that information and make sure this works. Now, we also got that's sponsor messages, easy sponsor messages. Are you excited about those? Yeah. So now, we also got a thing that will save you money and make sure you're compliant. And that is message window filters. So, message window filters is basically a filter that allows you to say instantly, is this person inside the 24-hour window or outside, or if they're eligible eligible for a follow-up because we still have time till January 15th until follow-ups actually continue to work. And what this means is that you can only target the sponsored message only to people who are outside the 24+1 and follow-up. So this is how it works. Condition, message, window segment, outside 24+1. That's it. The way this is going to keep you compliant is because you will be able to use message segments, message window filters inside automation as well. So imagine you have a flow where you can say, if the person, like after the delay, if the person is within the 24-hour window, then send them a promotional message. If they're not, then send them just a, for example, confirmed event reminder. That's it. You can use that. That will drive down the cost and make sure you're compliant. As message window filters, both of these features are going to come sometime later in September or early October. That's like just around the corner in a few weeks. Cool. Are you excited about those things? Next, the dependency check. Dependency check is basically when you want to delete a tag or a custom field, you need to know, like, is it like valuable? Is it being used by any flow or growth tool? Do you have that problem? Yeah. You have a lot of tags, a lot of custom fields, and you want to just know that you're not breaking the whole bot right now? Yeah. So, this is what it is. I want to delete the VAP tag. I just press the delete button, and it shows me 2 flows where it is used, and I can unfold that and instantly jump to that flow and edit and see that. This book works both for custom fields and tags. Cool. So now, the dashboard 1.1. What is it? It looks like, are you ready?
Yeah.
This is what it looks like. Blue. Gotta change it. I forgot to click. This is what it looks like. So, you get distribution of gender inside your bot, distribution of what languages people are speaking. Maybe you want to, if you just find out that you're like half of your people are speaking another language, maybe you want to do a multilingual bot. You got active subscribers, recent subscribers that you can click on and get into live chat with, just so that you do that really fast. You got the content overview, so you can see what the bot is made up of. Really helpful for agencies taking over the bot to see, like, at a glance what's built inside the bot. And you also got a really cool thing. This is my favorite, I think. It's the last modified flows. It's like a recents folder for you. You can jump back really fast to edit those recent flows. We're calling it Dashboard 1.1 because this is just only one step that we want to take. We want to do more reporting to give you more data and so that you can better understand your customers and the way you want to interact with them. So now, Shopify bandit apart. Okay, so this is what it looks like. The Shopify bandit part is a direct integration with Shopify. Super easy. Just go, select your, enter your URL of your shop, and you get a flow that has a trigger, a unique trigger that is a Shopify bandit part trigger. And that trigger, basically, what it does, it displays a growth tool, a model window, when somebody clicks on the Add to Cart button. And it says, hey, do you want to subscribe to updates? And you can customize that growth tool to say whatever you want, for that model to say whatever you want. And if they click yes, they get into this flow, and you can customize this flow however you want. For example, when they click yes, they're like, thank you for subscribing, we're going to send you the best deals. Going to let you know about the best deals. And you're going to use sponsored messages to let them know about the best deals, obviously. And then you can say, after an hour, look, if the cart is paid, not true, so the cart is not paid, then follow up with this message. case of peer supporting for Shopify. And this is what we want to make as a statement. This is where we are going. We want to support more platforms and make ManyChat the marketing automation platform that you need, the only one. We also have a concept that we haven't built yet, that we're thinking about. I wanted to gauge the temperature in the room. You want to see the Shopify integration concept? Okay. Okay, so the Shopify integration concept. New design. This is a starting point, just this regular starting point. You can select add a new trigger and select Shopify from the list of integrations. And you can select any Shopify trigger, abandoned cart, active on site, order status, view products, whatever you want. Click on it, and then build a flow after that trigger. And say, for example, abandoned cart, wait some data, and send some messages with the cart's contents to the person. The other thing is that, for example, order status. If it's accepted or sent, then do this automation. You can customize anything, and we're also going to providing templates. So, how does that sound? So this is Shopify abandoned cart and the Shopify integration concept. So now, guys, how are you feeling about all of this? We've got 17, but like there's one box that we haven't got. The last box. What is that one? This is a new box. This is the last box. Possibly the most important box. Are you, let's just go there. So we believe that you as businesses, oh, I like that. Can we do that? We believe that you as businesses need to have independence, need to have multiple ways to connect with customers, and that ManyChat should be the platform that powers all your marketing efforts. So we're introducing a new channel. And that is SMS. Messaging app. 200% people use SMS. Wait, what? I said it. 5 billion people with mobile devices. Not only smartphone people use SMS. All people use SMS. Connect with anyone. You can re-engage anyone. You can broadcast to anyone. And it's designed specifically for Flow. Can I get some background music here? With some epic stuff. Interactive, multi-channel flows. Inside one flow, you can use all the channels. Changes, no problem. You own your list. That's it. For the sequences, you've got that. Use it with anything. When it's time sensitive broadcasts, got it too. When I've triggered one-on-one messages, covered. Get people back into Messenger through SMS. restart the 24-hour window. This is a strategy we call SMS to 24-hour window. A bridge interactive messaging. That's amazing because you're going to get lower costs and better conversions. So you ready to see how it works? Okay. This is how it works. You have the regular old full voter. You're going to get prettier. Just add SMS right in there. This is a Facebook message. This is an SMS right next to each other. You just enter the text of the SMS. You add a link to the next step. Let's see how adding the link to the next step works. Okay. And you send a message on Messenger. It's that simple. And you're going to get like, this is a coupon. So, you can drag and drop this. You can start with SMS. As long as you have the person's opt-in and the person's phone number, you can be using only SMS if you want to. Have smart delays and send SMS. That way, if you have the opt-in and the phone number, that's all you need. And you can also use this inside, for example, a broadcast. So you can do an SMS broadcast, right? And by the way, like right now, the broadcasting is a bit of a hack because we haven't done we were working so hard to make this happen for you guys that the broadcasting right now, you will still have to select the message tag for Facebook. Like obviously there's no Facebook messages that are sending, so that doesn't mean anything, but we're going to fix that too. But what happens now is that this is the experience from the user standpoint. It's so seamless. The person will get a message. It's going to happen so fast. I'm going to explain it to you so what you're seeing right now. The person is going to get a message with a link. They're going to press a link, and they're going to get straight into the messenger experience without any interstitials, without anything. More importantly, they're going to get straight to the exact flow and the exact portion of the flow where you want them to be. So, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
It's going to happen so fast, you're not going to even see it. So, pay attention. Let's go. Person gets SMS, presses on the SMS, presses on the link, opens Messenger, and gets the result. That's it. And now, this could be an interactive message, this could be whatever. This is Messenger again. We're in a rich space. We're again in the field of Messenger, but now the 24-hour is open, and you're using SMS to re-engage and to send them. You can send them to Messenger. You can send them to URLs directly. If you want to open just the website from SMS, you can do that too. So now, the price, we give you 50 SMS for free. This just should start out to feel out the concept, to just test it that it works, right? And that's going to be 3 cents per message. This is introductory pricing. So for 1,000 messages, if they're converting the same as our tests show that 20-30% CTRs on SMS. All people open them. It starts in the United States and it'll be available today. And more countries are coming soon. This is SMS, guys. Last thing. This was, now we opened all the presents. Did you like them? Last thing I wanted to say is, now that we support messaging apps, SMS, in the future RCS, and you can do web chat through the customer chat plugin that Facebook has. We think that it's time to actually start something new and to define this in a new way. As you know, ManyChat started the messenger marketing industry, and we are still the biggest, the #1 messenger marketing platform. But with the addition of new channels, we believe that it's time to start an even bigger industry. And we believe that this marketing should have its own name. And the thing is, all of these channels have one thing in common. They're built around chat. They're built around instant, interactive, personalized communication. And we call it chat marketing. And basically, what chat marketing is, it's the use of chat interfaces to do marketing, sales, and support. And chat marketing is based on principle of being instant, of being interactive, of being private, personalized, rich, and engaging. So, I give you ManyChat, the #1 chat marketing platform in the world. Have a great conference. You have a great